What's up, beautiful people? We are back with a brand new game. That's right, we're about to start Pokemon Heart and Soul 2.0, the new update released a day or two ago. I have never played through this game, so this is a brand new experience for me, and I'm curious to see how it stacks up against Pokemon Soul Gold, which we just completed on the channel. One thing I have noticed right off the bat whilst creating our character is Heart and Soul gives you tons of options before you actually start the game. I think we had about a list of 30 different options, which is really cool, so you can really make the game how you would like to play it. We've started off our adventure in our bedroom. We are just setting the clock time, and then we're going to go and make our way to Professor Elm's lab. I've got no idea what the starter Pokemon choices are in this game. I haven't really looked into it too much, but I know it is a massive fan favorite. We come downstairs and receive our Pokegear and running shoes from our mother, so that is a good start. In this Pokemon Heart and Soul 2.0 update, I do believe they added a couple new Pokemon to the game, which is always a good thing. I think the original release just had the original Pokédex, so Gen 1 and Gen 2. They may have added a couple more now, and they're probably going to add a couple more Pokemon in with every update. But another huge factor about this 2.0 update is they have added the Kanto region, which Soul and Gold has not yet done. So I can't wait to explore the Kanto region as well. Pokemon Crystal was always my favorite. I love that you could explore Johto and then Kanto afterwards. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We have just found Professor Elm and chatted to him, and he has given us our choice of the 3 Johto starter Pokemon. So usually I go with Totodile, but I think I'm going to swap things up in today's playthrough, and we're going to go with Cyndaquil, my second favorite Pokemon. Johto definitely has some of the best starter Pokemon in Pokemon, but I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments. What is your favorite gen when it comes to starter Pokemon? A lot of people are die-hard Kanto starter fans, but I would love to hear which starters you prefer. Now that we do have Cyndaquil and our adventure has officially begun, we are off on a little quest. Professor Elm has sent us to go and find Mr. Pokemon. We have to go and receive a package from him. On the way, we have just met another character who asks what his favorite day of the week is. If you guess correctly, he will gift you a little hold item. There are also some orange berries to pick up on the way, which is always useful. And just like that, we have already arrived in Cherry Grove City. We meet one of the locals who agrees to show us around the town. So if you are brand new to Pokemon, you will get introduced to the Pokemon Center and Pokemart. We already know all of that, but it was nice to have a little stroll around town. Who's gonna say no to that? We're gonna explore some of the houses here in Cherry Grove and chat to everybody. We still don't have any Pokeballs yet, so that's quite a setback, but I'm hoping we will be able to get Pokeballs soon and start catching. That is the most fun part of the game. So now that we have finished exploring Cherry Grove and chatting to everyone in the Pokemart as well, we're going to head up north to a brand new route, and with the new routes comes a brand new Pokemon. So here we have arrived on Route 30. We again have found some more orange berries. We entered this random house and this guy gave us another berry, so that's never a bad thing. We head up north and I think we're pretty close to Mr. Pokemon's house. We go and pick up even more orange berries outside, and now we enter the building and we also find Professor Oak in here. So Mr. Pokemon gifts us an egg. He tells us that we need to take it back to Professor Elm. Professor Oak then gives us our Pokédex so we can start registering Pokemon on there. So that's pretty cool. Now that we have handled all of that, we have to make our way back. But as soon as we leave the building, Professor Elm calls us and he sounds like he is in shock. He tells us something terrible has happened and we must make our way back as quickly as possible. So we do try and return in a hurry, but we bump into a character who wants to battle. It's the same character that was spying outside Professor Elm's lab, and he now has Totodile. So I'm guessing he stole Totodile from Professor Elm's lab, and this has caused all the problems. Luckily, we defeated him in battle, and we also got a look at his trainer card. So we did find out what his name is. He rushes off after we taught him a lesson, and now we're quickly gonna make our way back to the lab. We'll go and give Professor Elm the egg and also let him know what's just happened. As we enter the lab, there is an officer here who wants to know what that trainer's name was. So we're gonna name our rival Voltsy. After that, we tell Professor Elm that we got the egg, and Professor Elm is quite shocked. He tells us that we should keep the egg and see what happens when it hatches, and when it does hatch, we'll come back and chat to him and show him the Pokemon. As we left Professor Elm's lab, one of his aides also gave us some Pokeballs, so we can finally start catching. I can't wait to see what Pokemon we encounter along the way, and if we can catch a few gems, that will be amazing. Hopefully we can have a full team of 6 Pokemon by the end of this episode. We make our way along the routes, but we explore them a little further. We just picked up a potion, and there is a little route that you can head to up north through this building. It isn't a big area, but you can find some unique Pokemon out here. So we're going to spend a bit of time on Route 46 and see what else we can find. We just encountered a sparrow, which is pretty cool, but we continue searching the area, and next up we found a Geodude, one of my favorite rock types. So I think we're definitely going to try and catch this and add it to our team. We weaken Geodude a little, throw out a Pokeball, and that does the trick. So that is our very first catch. We've got Cyndaquil and Geodude on the party now. I'm hoping we can also catch like a grass type, a bug type, and maybe a water type or something. We'll just have to see what we come across. We make our way back to Cherry Grove, and now we can stock up on more Pokeballs. There are also a lot more items that you can purchase, so we are going to buy a few repels and also an escape rope or 2. You never know when they're going to come in handy. But now that we have finished stocking up on items, we can leave Cherry Grove and explore the next route, where we will encounter some awesome new Pokemon. I did spot a few trainers along the next route as well, so I think we'll definitely have our first trainer battle. And if I recall, there is also a dark cave that we might be able to explore. We might find some interesting Pokemon in there, even though we won't be able to see too much because we don't have HM Flash. We find our very first trainer, who has a level 4 Rattata. We knock it out. That was fairly easy. Moving forward in this walkthrough, whenever we do encounter trainer battles, we are going to be skipping them. Otherwise, the videos just end up being way too long. So I do want to try keep the videos as short as possible for you guys as well. You don't want to watch an hour-long video. So we are going to be skipping all the trainer battles. But when we come across any big boss battles that are really important, we'll be including those for sure. We've just made our way north of the route and encountered a Mareep, which we have just caught. So that is an awesome electric type Pokemon to add to our collection. And we have also arrived at the Dark Cave. So I think we are going to have a little glimpse inside and see if we can encounter any interesting Pokemon. And right off the bat, we have encountered a level 2 Teddiursa. So we are going to try and catch that as well. I think we're still going to catch a load of Pokemon in today's episode. I want to try and catch as many Pokemon as possible. So I think just to keep things easy, at the end of each episode or either at the beginning, we will show you guys exactly what Pokemon we have in our team, just so you guys can keep up to date with what we're working with. but we're getting closer to the next town. We have taken on a couple more trainers, and we've just also encountered a really cool ladybug. I was looking for a bug-type Pokemon, so we are going to try and catch that. We didn't even damage it, and our first Pokeball caught it, so that's really cool. We've also just encountered a Bellsprout, one of my favorite grass types, and one of Team Rocket's Pokemon. As you guys know, James does have a Victory Bell, so we might add Bellsprout to our team. We'll just have to wait and see. But we finally arrive at the next town, so we're going to go and heal up our Pokemon first things first, and then we'll get to exploring. There is a house here on the far left, and if you chat to the boy, he's actually looking for a Bellsprout, and he's willing to trade for an Onix. So I think we're definitely going to make the trade. We will trade our Bellsprout, and I think we'll just go and catch another one. I don't think we can encounter Onix yet, so it's probably worthwhile to make the trade. We did the trade, and we have received a Rocky on our party. I'm hoping we can evolve it into Steelix, or perhaps even Crystal Onix, you never know. We go to the Pokemon Center and chat to everyone inside. We quickly heal up our team, and then there is a load for us to explore here in Violet City. There is the trainer school, and of course there is Sprout Tower and the gym for us to take on. I don't know if we're going to have time to take on the gym leader in today's episode, but we will try and explore all of Violet City, and then in the next episode when we start it off, we'll get right to business and take on the gym leader as we begin. We'll also try and make our way to Sprout Tower and see if we can make our way all the way to the top. So that will be another cool thing to complete in today's episode. But we've just finished up at the trainer school. You can go and chat to all the characters. They will teach you a bit of basic information that you might need when it comes to battling against wild Pokemon and things. We have now just entered the Pokemart, where the items are pretty similar. We also chatted to some of the characters in there. We're now going to chat to the last few people in the remaining house, and then we are going to go and explore north of Violet City. There is a little patch of grass here, which I'm hoping we can find some cool Pokemon. We can't head over west yet because there is a Pseudo-Widow blocking the path, but we did find another character who asked what his favorite day of the week is. If you get it correct, he'll gift you a hard stone, which is going to be great with our Onix or Geodude. We explore the little grassy patch, and we just encountered a Growlithe, another fire type. So I think we're going to catch it and add it to our team. Fire-type Pokemon are some of my favorites, so we might have 2 fire types on our team, and then we'll try and differentiate the other Pokemon and try and have a few different types. But now that we have explored most of Violet City, we're going to head up north to Sprout Tower. Hopefully we can find 1 or 2 cool Pokemon in here as well. We'll try and make our way to the top. Usually you can find like Ghastly and some ghost types in here. I don't know if it's the same for this game. We'll just have to explore it. I know you can find some Rattata. They are everywhere in this tower. But we are going to battle some of the trainers whilst we make our way up. We're also going to collect all the items that we can. And I think we're pretty close to the top of the tower. We've just arrived at the top, and there are a few trainers here to battle again. We've encountered a wild Rattata, but that's the only Pokemon that we seem to encounter. Maybe we just have some really bad luck. We defeat the final 3 trainers, and then we actually bump into rival Voltsy. It looks like he has defeated the character and received the HM, and now he has used an escape rope to get out of here. So we also picked up an escape rope, and now we are chatting to the leader of the Sprout Tower, and he has some Pokemon that are going to take us on for a battle. Unfortunately, he doesn't stand a chance because we do have our fire-type Cyndaquil up front, and his Pokemon are mostly grass types. so he is at a massive disadvantage. Our Cyndaquil is pretty much just one-shotting everything. As you can see, our Cyndaquil is already at level 13. So we have defeated Sage Lee, and as a reward we have received HMO 5, which is Flash. We just need to defeat the gym leader and then we'll be able to use it. And as you guys know, we do have experience share. I think it's automatically set to on, so all of your Pokemon are getting experience. But now we're quickly going to heal up our team and end off the episode there. Thanks for watching.